Gentlemen and lady, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm back with some reveals for the Night Lords who will commence their terror campaign this Friday, and I got 4 cards for you, including a juicy legendary troop and their epic warlord, so I'd say stay glued to your screens and let's begin. The first card I got for you is Ancient Dragos. It's a 9 energy vehicle with 9 attack, 8 health and terror. It also has a new keyword, Murder, that is basically like Battle Honor, but it only triggers if you overkill the target, so in this case, if this kills something which has less than 9 health. The upside of Murder is that if the attacking troop dies while attacking, Murder will still trigger. And the Murder effect here is actually pretty good. It will attack by itself. And you might say,
Oh, but Midnight, it's 9 energy, do nothing the turn it comes into play.
You're right, but there's an easy setup for this card, and that is from the Shadows, a card which is already in the game. And this means you can, on 8 energy for example, play From the Shadows and something else. And then the next turn, you can play Ancient Dragos. It will have 11 attacks, so it is very likely that it will be able to trigger its Murder effect. And then the worst case scenario is it will kill a troop and then smack the enemy warlord for 11 damage. Best case scenario is you wipe your opponent's board and then kill him. So I think this is actually a very playable card. It might seem clunky at first glance, but I think this can be a win condition. We didn't see much from the Night Lords yet, but I'm certainly excited to try this one out. The next card I got for you is called Panoply of Atrocity, and for 3 energy it will give +1 attack to your units this turn. Additionally, if they have Murder, they will gain +2 attack instead. I think this one is pretty good too, because first of all it has units and not only troops. That means it will also buff your Warlord. And I can also confirm, little spoiler here, that at least one Warlord will have the Murder keyword. I'm also assuming, this is not confirmed, that the Night Lords will have a good amount of stealth units again, or some way to give your troops stealth. So they will probably have a relatively easy setup for this card, and thus this might be used as a potential finisher. Oh boy, and now the legendary troop. It really follows the latest trend of broken 3-dropper starters. It's Huntmaster Goodle. 3 energy 4/3, already prime stats, but on top it also has terror, flank, unstoppable, and a murder ability which deals 3 damage to the enemy warlord. Do I really have to elaborate why this is broken as hell? It's basically a better Thrax squad, it costs 1 less, as unstoppable, and Thrax squad is already a staple in most, or actually every Night Lord stack nowadays. The murder ability is also insane. If you combo it with Fierce Onslaught and your opponent went wide with Jaegers or some shit like that, then this guy can kill 3-4 troops and will deal 3 damage to the opponent every time it overkills something. Best case scenario is that it will deal 18 damage to the enemy warlord if he has like 6 Jaegers on board. So yeah, this is insane. I really hope this won't hit live in this state. At least make it like a 4-2 or something. Then your opponent can at least face bash it away next turn, assuming he has any health left after this guy entered the board. So yeah, very overpowered guy. And now let's check out the Warlord. And the epic Warlord is of course Savitar, first captain, 2 attack, 35 HP and high initiative. As hinted before, he has a murder ability, draw a troop from your deck. I don't think this is too exciting. We have a lot of warlords with good battle honors already, and here you will also have to overkill the target. What makes him interesting is his active ability. I don't think we had something like that before. It's 2 energy gain +2/+0 during your next turn. So it does nothing the turn you use it, but on your next turn you get 2 attack for 2 energy. That is pretty huge in a warlord. That will help him to trigger his murder, of course. Ideally, you want to use this every second turn, and on the turns in between, you want to face bash your opponent or, of course, trigger his murder ability. And I also think this will help you set up a really juicy finisher. You can, for example, use the card I showed you earlier, Panoply of Atrocity. This will give him an additional 2 attack and something like Khorne's Favor. And there you go, 14 damage to the opponent's face. Pretty good, right? Interesting Warlord. I'm not quite sure how he will turn out, but looked promising at first glance. Alright guys, and that was it for my reveals. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was informative. Let me know in the comments what you think about the new cards, and of course don't forget to subscribe. I will be streaming the release of the Night Lords on this channel this Friday, and I hope to see you then. And until then, peace.